Brothers and sisters, misses and misters, bottom shelfers and self-helpers, the mothership connection has landed. The Dented Cast is in cyberspace. My name is Dobie Maxwell. Beside me is my award-winning broadcast partner, Max Baumgartner. We are Dented Cans. You are too, if you're watching this, we assume. Today's episode, you changed my life, buddy. I have been a loose cannon my entire life. My mouth does not have a filter. Ready, fire, aim. I say what I think what I say. It's gotten me in a lot of trouble, and you have changed my life with this episode. So we're going to talk about I-Statements today.
Wow. Okay, well, that's nice. I don't know how to follow that other than to say what we tell ourselves is what we manifest. I have been telling myself the wrong things for years up until recently. And when I say recently, the last couple of years. And I've seen a huge change, just an amazing change in the quality of life that I have now versus a couple years ago. And my kids have it. My wife has it. It is truly amazing. But before we get into that, I just want to talk about The Secret. Remember The Secret?
You know what? It's funny, and I'm the first one to admit when I'm a hypocrite. I can't stand Joel Osteen because I think he's pumping full of smarmy bullshit, sunshine. And I think The Secret has been accused of that. And Rhonda Byrne, I love The Secret. I love the book. I love the video. It makes me feel happy in all the bad places when I'm feeling low, and I'm probably guilty for that, but I love The Secret.
Well, The Secret's controversial because a lot of people think it's a big pile of dog shit. Thinking there is no secret.
Actually, it's elephant shit. It's big shit. If you're gonna shit big.
And even Bob Proctor, he's one of the guys in there.
I love Bob Proctor.
I like Bob too, but he even has altered his message a little bit to sell more of whatever he's selling. And bottom line is, I think that we all tell ourselves garbage. I really do. I think that, and it starts with I statements in my mind,
Give us an example, Max.
Well, I'm depressed.
Well, fuck you. I'm kidding.
I'm broke.
Yes. That couldn't be a fact.
I'm angry.
Okay.
We are not our feelings. That's the biggest problem. We're not our feelings. If you're feeling depressed, that doesn't mean you are depressed. But in your mind, you feel like, that's it. I'm depressed. That's how people come to the end of their life sometimes. We've both been there.
Boy, my toes have been dangling off that diving board, baby.
Right.
Yeah.
We've both been there.
Mm-hmm.
Something keeps us moving forward, but we've both been there.
And if I have to listen to your bullshit anymore, it's going to be there again. I'm kidding you, buddy. What
have you told yourself? Give me some examples. I know I asked you to kind of write down some things, and I did the same thing. But let's just use some of yours, what you tell yourself all the time.
Max, this is a life changer for me, and I mean this very sincerely. And I'm the first one to admit when I'm wrong, and I just shoot my mouth off sometimes because it's a knee-jerk reaction, how I'm feeling. And we all have bad days and feel bad, and I think it germinates from our dented can past because we're told that. Mm-hmm. You can't have, can I go to McDonald's? No. You're bad. You don't deserve, your room is dirty. You're filthy. You're a pig. You're unorganized. You're lazy. You're shiftless. These are all things that go into the ingredients of our cake, right? And what spits out the oven. I'm lazy, I'm mad, I'm sad. What do I? And you said it for me as a comedian. This is the basis for my act, my material. I got a line that gets laughs all the time. I am the best looking guy in the burn unit.
Right.
Okay.
That it does every time in every venue that kills.
And that says, okay, I'm ugly is what it's saying. And whether I'm saying it in those words or not, that's what I'm saying. I'm stressed. I'm struggling. I'm unloved. I'm lonely. I'm all these things that I don't really want to be. And maybe I don't have to be, but I'm feeling those ways. And you really caused me to think before I say it. And even before we even started this whole thing, we talked about this off camera, and it has changed my life. I consciously make decisions now because thoughts are things. And a lot of people, self-helpers, use that term all the time. I don't know who wrote it or came up with it, but it is totally true. And I think we misuse our thoughts and just spew it out without even thinking. And I want to have changed exactly like you have in the past probably year or so. And I do notice a difference. Still have a long way to go. And that's why we have this episode, because I know people watching are having trouble with this too. So I have a lot of things I'm not happy with that I say. and I don't like it.
We all do.
What do you say?
People that struggle, well, I'll get to what I say now
Okay.
because it just makes me feel good just thinking about saying it.
Good.
But what I used to say, so people say I'm fat, and people sometimes are, okay, but they're manifesting that. Like I think in your bit, I've told you before, Mr. Lucky from Kentucky. If you haven't seen Dobie's act, hopefully you get to, or maybe you can find it on video because you're kind of semi-retired. I don't know. I mean, are you done? Are you not done? Or what?
I've had my fill. I've had my fill of the stuff. The show can be fun. The business is brutal. Eric Clapton, who's made a lot more money than I have and travels a lot better, goes, I love the shows. I hate getting there. Just the travel alone is brutal. And I'm not trying to, I'm just telling you how it is.
Yeah.
30 plus years, I could have had a family. I got into radio because I thought it would be stable. How stupid am I, Max? When I thought when stand-up comedy is stable, radio is completely out of it. I want to be able to breathe somewhere in the same zip code for a while. I don't care where that is, but just somewhere. So will I do shows again? Maybe. But the world had 30 plus years to see me. If you missed it, sorry. I do have a CD,
And a DVD.
A DVD. So hopefully we can be funny on this. But I mean, I think, and again, a comedian, any comedians, or any artist, you talk about a writer or a musician or an actor, that your experiences manifest into your art and your craft. And I have been growing in a very positive way, as have you, in the last while. So the act that I've been using for so many years does not fit me anymore. George Carlin, if you know who George Carlin is, metamorphosized his whole entire persona 3 times over a span of about 40 years. And first he was very mainstream, and then he was the hippie drug guy humor in the 70s, and then he became the curmudgeon old man bitching about everything, which I kind of was from the start. I was old when I was young, but that was 3 major personification evolutions. Does that make sense to you? Richard Pryor, a well-known comedian, he had some evolutions too. I have a major evolution, and if I would do it again, I would like to start completely over from scratch and go in a different direction. There was a guy that was my radio mentor that said, stuff happens to you, it doesn't happen to anybody else. You should call yourself Mr. Lucky on stage. And I thought in theory, like communism, that sounds good on paper, and stuff has happened to me that hasn't happened to other people. It really is uncanny. If you know me off stage, it's like, boy, buddy, there's a magnet in you. And I did manifest that, and I don't want to be that person anymore. I would be angry on stage and hit hecklers. I wasn't going after the heckler. I was going after my father. People say, oh, I pulled a Dobie the other day. I yelled at some guy driving. Oh, that would just hurt my heart. Do you really want me to be? I don't want to be known for that. Oh, buddy, you're one of the sweetest guys I know. It's like, well, why'd you say you pulled a Dobie? Oh, I was just, they don't think about it. And I didn't think about the vibe that I was putting out. And I don't want to put out that vibe. If we're doing this show, if you're a comedian, I'll come and see you and laugh. And if you want to be a comedian, I'll train you how to do that. I've had my fill of that stuff. It's not what I need now. The healing stuff you and I talk about to people watching. It's got nothing to do with comedy. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's pretty fucking serious. And I think that's where I want to go. And most of the good comedians out there are very serious people off stage. There are a lot of people I talk to that are comics that we don't do a lot of laughing off stage. We're not just sitting around, watching Gallagher videos, smashing watermelons. And if you ever met him, he's a dented can too, man.
And not funny. So anyway.
Well, and the thing is, he's sure not funny off stage. Dude, and it's amazing. And that's the thing. Humor, there's always an opinion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you can throw a football, Michael Vick was having dog fights, but he got a job in the NFL for millions because he could throw a football and run and whatever he had to do requirement.
But Michael Vick didn't say, I'm a dog fighter. I run dog fighting rings. Michael Vick said, I'm the best football player in the world, and he believed it.
Well, okay, I'll run with that. But the point is, he had the physical abilities to do whatever was required to prove that he was the best football player in the world.
Right.
Okay, comedy, music, acting. Who's to say what's good, what's not good?
Right.
You watch the Oscars or the Grammys or the Tony Awards. You said, well, I wouldn't have voted for that. Well, the people that did doesn't mean it's better or worse. That's what makes comedy so difficult.
Right. And I think that's the same. I think you're right. I think that's the same with music or
sure.
any kind of
radio.
Art. Radio. Yeah, I think that's the same. I still think it starts with an I statement.
Oh, you're so right.
So I am in a different place in my life right now because I know that I could potentially be in the fourth quarter, right?
All of us could.
So I don't want to be. I'm embarrassed what I said on the radio over the course of my career.
Really?
I am. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed what I've said to strangers when I've been angry. I'm embarrassed how I've talked to people I love. You know, this could be debated, but it's said that sometimes you hurt the people you love the most. I'm embarrassed. I really am. I've done it wrong for a long time.
Are you embarrassed about that hat? I'm just trying to make you.
I'm embarrassed about my hairline. So
you got plenty of hair, man. I'm kidding you. I'm kidding you, buddy. It's all good, man.
I'm not even going to edit that out. But it all starts with how you talk to yourself.
You said a very good point in a past episode, and I want to bring it back because go check out our past episodes. I know we ramble and babble and talk, but there are some little peanuts in there that you can take with you in every episode. And please leave comments. And if you don't like something or if you want us to talk about something, we do listen. And we want this show to be about not just you, not just us, all of us. We are creating a community. And what you had said was picture the things you tell yourself. I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm lazy, I'm stupid. At a stadium of your favorite sports team, playing on the Jumbotron.
Right.
In front of thousands of people.
70,000.
70,000 people.
You're on the 50-yard line.
I am fat. Yeah. I am ugly. I am stupid.
Right.
Oh, how would you feel if you're on the 50-yard line waving? Here's Max Bumgarner. Here's Dobie Maxwell. I am stupid, fat, and ugly. Would you cringe? Of course you would. And you could change what you say. That's the thing.
Well, but the thing is, also, you'd want it off the screen.
Yeah.
It's okay for me to talk to myself like that, but don't let anybody else know I talk to myself like that. That makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense at all. So change it. Change it.
But you got to consciously change it.
You have to consciously change it every day. And you can go back and say, when you catch yourself saying to a friend, I'm broke, I'm a loser, I just can't do it right, go back and change it. Erase it. You know?
What I have been doing, and this is a suggestion, maybe you want to do it, maybe you don't. Max, I know you carry these little notebooks. They cost $1. Find them somewhere.
They're awesome. You can get them at any Walgreens, CVS, whatever.
Yeah, and there's no brand names. So we're not plugging anything.
Yeah.
But I have learned, and I've been reading a lot of books consciously. Not necessarily self-help, business books, stuff I want to put in my head consciously. I don't think I've listened to my car radio in many months, if not a couple of years.
That's because it was stolen 3 years ago.
And yes, and I did buy it back on eBay, but I want to have it at a rummage sale. But I write the little things in there, little I-statements in there, and if I just have 5 minutes at a restaurant or anywhere, I just go through these little things, and it really has helped me out. And I learned this from you. I handwrite it.
Yep.
And with my own printing, and it's like I can read it, and it's hopefully it's an idea I can plant in somebody's head to help somebody watching this, because it has sure helped me. It fits right in my pocket, and every time I read a book, I write a couple things down, or if I hear something on a video, I write it down. And this one's almost full, and it takes a lot of writing to fill one of these little books. There's a lot of pages in here.
It does.
So it's so right about the I-statements. Now, you said you have some now that you. When do you use them?
Did you read all yours?
I am the unluckiest man alive. And that's another thing. It's a funny joke. I think I said I'm the unluckiest man alive. There is the unluckiest woman. Christy Brinkley and Billy Joel had a daughter, and she looks like Billy Joel. That is unlucky right there. How would you like that gene pool? And I think she's probably in her 20s or 30s now.
Oh, that's your dream girl.
That's why I'd probably get her, too.
Yeah,
the big, bug-eyed,
Oh, gosh.
And she might be cute now, but I remember seeing her when she was 8. And I said, that poor girl. I want to just give her you know what I'm saying? I just say, sweetie, I want trick or treat. I give her 2 candy bars. You're all right with me. I can relate to you. But again, you know, I don't think any of us said, I can't stand looking at myself or hearing myself.
Oh, I do. No, I do. I think you're wrong there. I think a lot of people say okay, let's be honest right now. Mm-hmm. You won't watch a single one of these.
No, I never will.
Why?
Any radio station I've ever been on.
Why?
Because I'll tell you, if I see myself or hear myself do one thing wrong, off, that I could have done better. My dented canness, the house of cards implodes, saying everything sucks, I'm terrible, I'm shit. Why did I even born?
Wait,
and I
look
say
what
all
popped
those
up.
all those I statements come
Yeah.
out, and the dominoes.
Yeah. Right.
And I don't know how to make them go away. And that's why if I watch one episode and there's something I don't like, and there's going to be something you don't like, then I don't want to go there.
You got to see. I have to edit all this
I know,
shit.
I know. Oh God, can't polish a turd. Edit me out. We'll be good. And I don't know why. It just Rodney Dangerfield felt a lot like that. Johnny Depp, who by all accounts was or still is a heartthrob, sex symbol, good-looking guy.
If I could look like a guy, it would be Johnny Depp.
I'm saying guys want to look like Johnny. Women want to screw you. Guys want to be you. That's how to be a star. And he hates it. He hates looking at himself. So we all have these quirks, and who knows where they come from. And I don't want to analyze that. I'm not a doctor, but please don't make me watch.
I-Statements. It's interesting that you said if you watch one of these, you'll find something wrong.
Yeah.
Which in this you'll find a lot wrong. Trust me. If you ever, I have to watch them
I'm
to
sorry
edit
about
them.
that. You get hazard pay for that.
Yeah, so good. I hope when we get paid, which is never. I just wanted. What else? What other I-statements? Because we just went off into the weeds there, and it was fantastic.
Well, I'm ugly. I'm broke. I'm stressed. I'm unloved. I'm unliked. I'm struggling. I'm a loser.
Do you really believe those?
Certain days I do, man.
Do you?
God damn.
But do you think that maybe it's because you keep saying that to yourself that there's some weight there?
There is a loop, a continuous loop that plays, and I try to drown it out. I try to plug my ears. As we record this, my birthday was just a couple of months ago. It's still painful enough, and I'm single in my 50s. A lot of people are single in their 50s, and they have kids and whatever, but I never had kids. I'm thinking, okay, I'll never be a dad. And another I statement right there. But I don't want to put my kid to, hey, who's at your high school graduation? Is that your great-grandpa? No, that's my dad. He had one sperm left, and my mom caught it. I'm a kid. And you throw the ball around on my kid, take a football to the head, and I'm dead. But I really, I'm thinking there's about 3 or 4 that I really like. I like women. I do. People say, you think you're God's gift to women? Yeah, I'm a gag gift, I'm the whoopee cushion of love, the exploding cigar, and we want that nice one. And not one of the three hotties that are 4, whatever it is, said happy birthday to me. That's still, and it's like, I feel unloved, man. If my own mom didn't love me, why would a woman want to be with me? And I don't want to think that. And this is a therapy session. Okay, I'm opening up the can of shit. There it is.
But that's the whole thing. This is the dented cast.
That's why we're here. And
Right?
I think a lot of people have those feelings too, and you don't want to admit it. And whether you buy cologne or you fake. I've read something where there are people that send themselves Valentines and birthday cards, and just so they feel loved and accepted.
That is so sad to me.
And I don't do that.
Yeah.
And I do have a lot of people that I know, and I'm not. This is not bragging. I'm not trying to do anything, but just be honest. I've touched a lot of people in my life.
Yes.
Radio,
nobody would debate
comedy,
that.
and I'm not, but I'm just, and I have one full Facebook account with the 5,000 they allow you, and the other one's like 3,500, whatever. It's 8,000 people. Then I have another one that's 4,000.
That's why I got cut. Anyway, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got 5,000. And I'm just saying that technically it sounds like a lot of people, but I don't feel liked. I don't feel loved. And people call me as a comedian when they want to get gigs. Hey, can you help me get in with this club? A lot of times I will. And then I have a Facebook group just for aspiring comedians. And I stopped doing it to do the show, to put more effort into this show, because I think it can help more people are dented cans than people that are wannabe comedians, like by 1,000-fold. Mm-hmm. And I stopped doing it, so people said, oh, man, I really appreciate you. You touched me. And it's like, there must have been a couple hundred there out of 4,000 in the group. But it doesn't feel that way. Does that make sense to you?
It totally makes sense to me.
So I feel like I'm out there all by myself, and all the people that told me I was shit, my father, they're all out of my life. And here I am just like a rusty gate, just flapping in the breeze in life, and don't know where the fuck I'm going or what I'm doing. And it hurts. I don't know what to do. There's an I statement right there. I don't know what to do.
Right. Okay. And I don't have a magic wand I'm going to pull out of my ass and say, here. But
if you pulled it out of your ass, I wouldn't want it anyway.
Yeah, right. I do think I do think the soundtrack needs altered
Oh God, yeah.
before you die, before you take your last breath. You're not ugly. You're not broke. I know that for a fact. You know, you might not have as much money as you want, but you're not broke.
One of the books I've been reading, I want to bring this up, and it's very important. I don't know which book it is. If you want to know, send us a comment. I'll tell you. It says broke is a state of wallet. Poor is a state of mind. Broke can be fixed. Poor is forever. And I really think that's true. And
Right.
I'm trying to change it. I have a list. We're going to talk about.
So I'm not
good
broke.
ones. No. And I want to change that to I have enough. I don't. Wealth is. People say, I don't have cancer. Well, what the word is cancer there? You see what I'm saying? And I think I'm not ugly. Well, ugly is the word there. I am reasonably attractive enough to be the belle of the ball in prison.
See, but that's the thing is you have made yourself the object
Yeah.
so long,
Yeah.
and it is hilarious, and you've given people joy, and you make them feel bad about yourself. But could you honestly say I love myself?
I've been really trying to say that, Max, and it's like I feel like Mel Tillis. I'm stuttering, man.
Right.
It's
And
so hard.
because it's hard. And I think that right there is the core of dented canness.
Yeah,
We can't. We've tried. We
Yeah.
can't.
because we haven't heard it.
Right. And I think you touched on that in Mother, the episode we released on Mother's Day. Go back and watch that one if you'd like. Hear Dobie's story. He doesn't want to keep telling the same story, but he wanted to get it on tape, and he did. And he told the story.
And I'll never tell it again.
And I think that is, for us, the only way to change it is by what we tell ourselves every day. That's the only way it's going to change.
And that it includes also what you put in your head,
Right.
Whether it's
Oh,
books
absolutely.
or video or audio or whatever it is. And I've been making it like you a conscious effort
Yeah.
to do that. And I still have bad days, but I noticed a big improvement too. And hopefully you watching will as well,
Right.
Because I mean, there's nothing funny now, man. Oh yeah, ha ha, fat, I'm ugly, I'm stupid, blah blah blah. That comedy show, and then when it's over, you're driving back to that hotel 1,000 miles from home when nobody knows you. That's not too fucking funny then.
Yeah. And with no check because they stiffed you.
Because they
which has
stiffed
happened
you.
to him.
It just happened recently. Stop payment on a check. Gigs get canceled. You sacrifice your life. You're thinking, wait, what am I? It's not nothing what they tell you, and it's not in the brochure.
Yeah. So I would like to say thank you on camera, on record, for actually doing that and being that vulnerable. Okay? So thank you for those statements. Did you make statements of I-statements that you would like to?
I did.
Did
yes.
you? Okay.
I will kick Max's ass. I will kick Max's ass again. I will stop kicking Max's ass when he begs me to. Those are the only three I came up with.
That's all? That's all you
No,
came
no,
up
no.
with?
Very serious. Before you read yours, we used to do this on the air. So there's a real funny story. We were on the air, and it was very stressful. The boss we worked for was not.
He's watching too.
Hi,
Yeah.
boss. You know who you are.
Yeah.
And it's like whatever. We both handled it differently. I got along fine with him. And again, the point
I did
is,
too. I mean, but he took.
He was-
I was the radio guy, so I took the beatings for the group.
He took the beatings for
Yes,
the
sir.
group.
May I have another? Anyway.
Yeah, and it's
go
anyway,
ahead.
a long story longer. You came in one day and you were having a rough day. It was 5 o'clock in the morning, and you drove in from a long. You had an hour drive in at 4 and 5 in the morning, whatever. And you get there, and you said something, and I wonder, what's going to happen to me. And I looked at you and I said, well, our other partner Spike and I are just worrying how we can split your money,
Yeah.
and get you out of here,
Split your paycheck.
split your paycheck. And you had a stunned look on there, and I felt so bad, buddy. I wanted to come and give you a hug. I was just trying to make you laugh.
But it's funny now.
It's funny now.
yeah.
And that day, just the stunned look and Spike, we'd cracked up, but it wasn't meant in any kind. But
That's all right.
But I think those I statements. But yes, what I've been trying to do, exercise. That's very important too. We'll talk another episode about that. But I look at it, Power of Your Subconscious Mind, a lot of books. I touch my finger to my thumb to create an experience, okay? And I try to put association words with the bump, 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 bump as I'm walking. Bump, 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 4.
Interesting. That's an
You know what I'm
interesting
saying?
habit.
So
Yeah.
as I walk, so bump, bump, and the health, wealth, love. I forgot the other one because I was a funny, famous, functional, fulfilled. That was for a long time.
Oh, good.
I am funny. I don't care if I'm funny anymore, but that was funny.
You are.
Famous. I wanted to be, famous just so I could have money and clout to go visit kids who would give a shit. I want to walk in the cancer. Who are you? You're going to give me an enema? You're going to shave my head? No, I'm a celebrity. I don't listen to you. I could argue. That would be my luck. I would get that. So health, wealth, heart, smart. I hope you can get that. Health, I do all things healthy. I eat well. I drink enough water. I care about my health on a daily basis. Wealth, I do the things it takes to have income from multiple streams so I can have enough. Not greedy, not overwhelming, just enough to share and to have my needs met. Heart, I do things with thought and feeling and meaning so people really care. If I give a trinket or it's something, I want it to be something that I really care about whoever that person is. And I want to have things that, look back, God, you're just a nice guy. I really want it. Smart. I want to keep reading, keep learning, keep growing. So as I walk every day, health, wealth, heart, smart. That's my new one. It was funny, famous, functional, fulfilled. Now it's health, wealth, heart, smart. Those are the words. They're not necessarily I words, but it just cuts it right to the source. So I'll walk and I'll say, okay, health, and I'll say what things make me healthy. So as I walk, it takes the time. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it totally makes sense. I did it myself. So
okay, and one more. I am lovable, loving, and loved. And it is so funny when I say that because I many times don't feel any of those things, but I need to hear myself say it.
Yes, you do.
Some people are visual.
Yes, you
Some
do.
people are audio. I need to hear it.
You do need to hear it.
And I say that when there's nobody around, and I am lovable, loving, and loved. And I cringe when I say it now because sometimes my whole life I haven't felt that. But I'll say it sometimes for a half hour straight as I walk in my exercise walk. And people probably think I'm nuts. Here's this guy walk. But I live out in the country now, so I can walk and nobody really sees or hears it.
Right.
But I'm going into such detail in that these are hard.
They're hard, but it works. It works, man.
I hope so.
It works. No, it works. It totally does.
What are yours, Max? I want to hear.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I want to hear.
Now, Dobie is insanely funny. He also has chronic ADD, so he'll nod off before I get to the end of my list, okay? But you stick with me on this. And if you want a copy of this list, I'm going to tell you how to get it, okay? I'm going to tell you how to get it at the end. So listen to these. Transfer them to your own life. I am prosperous. I am successful. I am victorious. See, already sleeping. No.
Please pass the caffeine. Oh, these are great, buddy. Please keep going.
I'm talented. I'm creative. I am wise. I am healthy. I am in shape. I am energetic. I'm happy. I am positive. I am passionate. I am strong. I am confident. I am secure. I am beautiful or handsome. I am attractive. I am valuable. I am free. I am redeemed. I am forgiven. Thank you, Jesus, by the way. I am anointed. I am accepted. I am approved. I am prepared. I am qualified. I am motivated. I am focused. I am disciplined. I am determined. I am patient. I am kind. I am generous. I am excellent. I am equipped. I am empowered. I am well able.
A lot of fingers. Buddy, that's powerful, man. How did you come up with that list?
You're not going to believe it.
Joel Osteen.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes,
That's beautiful,
I
man.
did. Yes,
Seriously?
I did. It seriously is. I am reading from Joel Osteen's list. I am a child of the Most High God, And the book is called The Power of I Am, which he probably was able to buy another jet with. 2 words that will change your life today. So credit to Joel Osteen. The reason I did that is because Dobie can't stand him.
I will give credit to Joel Osteen, and if I ever have lunch, he's going to buy. But I'll tell him I was wrong.
This is powerful. We don't respond to people how they are. We respond to people how we are. So if you go around responding to everybody in a negative manner and you're the judge and jury, it's not them. It's you sometimes. Change the message in your brain. It works. It's working for me. I don't know how long I have left. I could be dead before this airs. I don't know that. But I know that I'm determined to feel better, for sure.
Let's hope so. We are the Dented Cast. Please like what you see. If you don't like what you see, tell us why. We'll try to make it better for you. We're here to create a community, and you are an important part of that community. Please subscribe. We'll talk to you more. We got a lot more to say. This is the Dented Cast.